Hey there, Chad here. Thanks for joining me. Let's play some Rising Star 2. And I went ahead and skipped forward a few days. I wrote a new song. It is a medium tempo song. We can see what they actually call it if we come in here, I think. Yeah, medium energy level song. Medium energy level song. It is not ready to be played yet, but I thought I would show you here real quick. If we look through some of the songs that we have already done, it will show us how many people we've played it for. It'll show us its popularity. None of our songs are popular. We can archive the song and get rid of it by clicking here, and it will just disappear off of our song list, but we keep the song when we do that. Alternately, you can salvage song ideas, and you do that by clicking here, and I want it to make sure the song that we were doing well with is this one. And one of the other things you can do in here is you can add tags. So this song isn't amazing, but it's the best one I have right now. I want to make sure that I don't forget that. So I'm going to put this tag on it. And when I see it in lists, it'll have that tag. I think you can apply up to 3 tags. And then what this also allows me to do is get rid of the songs that really are doing horribly. And I'm struggling to remember which ones those were exactly, but as I recall, this was the only one I was interested in keeping. So we're going to get rid of this song. And when we get rid of a song, what will happen is these ideas will go back into our funnel because we haven't recorded the song. Now, if we have recorded a song, all bets are off. You cannot get rid of a song once it's been recorded. You can rename a song, but you can't get rid of it. And so that's something to note. You can even rename a song after recording it. It's a database. It's a relational database. It is going to rename the song everywhere that it ever appeared with the new song name. So that's something to consider. If you've got like special names you want to remember for sure, you can change those song names at any time right here. For now, we're just going to eliminate this song by clicking this and this. The song is gone and 4 ideas have been salvaged. There's another way to salvage song ideas. If you're going to write a song and you have picked some ideas that you want, and it won't always do anything because you have to have the right song pieces, but if there were salvageable song pieces that would match in here, it would show us that. So what this is saying is, well, we have a rhythm right here that has the triangle, so it would match, or we have round lyrics here that would match there. Okay, this shows us before we outright salvage the song, it will show us the quality, if there's any popularity to it, buzz. Buzz is something else that we'll talk about once we start getting popular songs and once our band gets a little better. And of course, difficulty is in there as well. Clicking here would eliminate the song, basically, though. It will get rid of the song and it will add the piece into your pieces. We would want to use unused song pieces, but we're actually not even going to write a song right now. I guess we could do some idea development, and it is entirely possible that those ideas that we just returned in here will have new matches because while they were out of circulation, we were getting new song ideas come in. So it's possible they'd have new matches that we could potentially improve the original song idea. Hey, the song didn't work. Let's salvage what we can from it and try again. That's really kind of the way I look at it. If you go through like Spotify or something like this and you listen to a lot of, I don't know, classic rock is a really great example. If you go and listen to like B-side classic rock songs, it is sobering how many times you can hear a song, not have ever heard it before, and pick out the band that did the song because it is so similar to something they reused that became popular. I think that's fantastic. And there's some great examples that are out there, of course, with bands and performers that, you know, kind of were 1 or 2 trick ponies. They didn't have a whole lot they could do. But there was a song I was listening to recently, and I was like, man, I think I've heard this before. Where did I hear it? And about a week later, I heard it while I was at a restaurant. I was able to Shazam that song. It was like, of course. And I know where these two came together because one predated the other one. It was the same group. That's just kind of fun. I love those kinds of little tidbits, I guess you could say. All right, it is somebody's birthday. So they got $500 in gift money. I think I think it's Chad's birthday. Any experience gained today will be tripled. That's always fun. And we have a gig. Well, that's always good too, because the gig gives us experience and we will triple it today. So that's fantastic. Is it his birthday? I tend to do them in order, but I kind of went through it. Yeah, it is. It's his birthday today. So I kind of went through them quickly. Actually, yeah, these are a little out of order. So anyway, it's so right. It doesn't really matter. Let's click here. These songs are not ready for our gig yet, but we have plenty of others to pick from. This one slipped a little. I did mean to practice all of my songs to make sure that that wouldn't happen. It's okay. 1 point, that's not going to destroy our set. That's for sure. So this is a triple experience day. We do have enough money to fix anything that at a store that I completely destroy by doing this. So, oh, and he leveled up. He was not successful, but he leveled up. So that's good. Kiwi will do the same. And what I find is it's really good. It's fun to use the busking instruments because I won't be using them as much. So you just use those as your, I know I'm going to fail targets when you're doing this kind of repair just for the points. And you don't have to worry about it, and you only have to fix them every once in a while because you're not using them. The only thing they're used for is busking, and I'm not even doing that very much right now. So there you have that. We're going to bump up his play, stage presence, and his, we really should continue to work on business. We don't have to go too high on business because eventually we're going to get a manager and it replaces the majority of what we use that stat for. The one thing it won't affect is buying stuff, but there will become a point where we don't care how much something costs. That's what it really comes down to. So just like any other kind of, sim game where money is the object, you eventually get to the point where it doesn't matter anymore. Let's see. I think, so we've done our repairing. We can do a job. As I've pointed out before, I do like to busk on these days because I know exactly what I'm going to get. And we did do some lawn mowing recently, so we might as well take advantage of that. Tearing around this place. Oh, I should have turned there. Have to go that way anyway. Nonetheless, and as you can see, they're wearing their Everyone But Andy shirts. He is not. Oh, actually, sorry. I was looking at the wrong guy. He is wearing his, what was that, Iron Maiden shirt, I think, is what we got him. The Slippery Wash. Okay. So it's a bigger venue. We probably, because we haven't improved all that much, we probably could go ahead and play all fast songs, but we're not going to do that just yet. Not this time. We came a little close last time. We were down to 16% at the end. So let's see what we can do. We're going to play our gig, and we will, Nobody Grumbles at School. We'll add that one in there, right about there. Do we have any? Yeah, those two songs aren't ready yet. I don't think we're going to have a need for this song today. So, well, you know what? Actually, we could do that. Come to think of it, we could do that as the last song because we did get down to 16% last time, running all red. So if you do the math there, it clearly should be below 50% by the time we get there. So hopefully that'll work. And if it does hit 0, well, that's okay because blue will get its response when it's 0. So hopefully this will work out for us. Let's give it a try. As you can see, the energy is dropping. And now it climbed when we did yesterday is the liquid. Yeah. I do go back and I'll change songs that I'm going to keep. That's why I don't really put a lot of time into figuring out the names of songs up front. I will revisit that. And everybody got 3,300 experience. That's pretty good. Your experience is related to the number of people you play in front of. So that's important. And of course, it was a triple day. All right. Not bad. We didn't sell any shirts, though. Yeah, you know, you win some, you lose some. Okay. And then the set analysis. Well, they enjoyed all the songs. So this song is not going to be a hit, and that's fine. We really didn't expect it would be. We're getting a little better because several of these songs used to be they admired your playing ability, you know, and now they're at least enjoying the song. If we were playing at 100% of playability, they might get another face or two, but these will never be hits, is what this means. And this is not even the top level. We want to get to where these say loved. We can have 5 faces and this will still say enjoyed. That's important to know. You can have a song that's loved and it'll be 4 faces. I don't know that I've ever seen 3 or less. I have seen it with just 4 though. With that said, some improvement, right? We got a couple of songs that they liked better than the others, so we have some idea of where we want to go. And Topher leveled. He should be a level or 2 ahead of everybody else at this point. 9, is he going to be 11? Nope, 10. He's only 1 level ahead. But we will go ahead and drop a couple of points in there and hit the other big 3. So there we go. Send him home. Let's finish up the night by merging some song ideas. Everybody got a couple, I think, from doing the show, or at least from the birthday. I think you sometimes get those too. I feel like we got a few there at some point. I'm just not remembering where it was. So anyway, here we go. Finally getting some good ideas with him. He's got a bunch of 6s now. He wasn't getting any before. And then let's come down here and see what we got. We've got some 6s down here with Kiwi. Oh, nice. Okay, so there'll be a 10 there. We can only do 3s now. And we're done. Okay, we could write another song. We don't have anything. Yeah, let's write another song. We don't have a gig for a week. That is enough time for us to learn a new song, maybe 2. So let's go ahead and just get it out of the way. And we will write another high energy song because we do know that there's a couple of those that we really do want to replace. His ship is Alana. Awesome. We will start here. Let's go up to riff. We'll go with a Kiwi riff here. Oh, I meant to go to rhythm though, didn't I? Yeah, like I said, I like to do the diagonals first. And we do have something in that area that will help. Now we're at 17 points difficulty already and we're still new. I want to use some of these lower ones if possible. So let's start here, see where that puts us. That gives us a 10 here. So we should get at least a 40. Lyrics tend to be the easiest because Angel writes lyrics like crazy. We are going to need to adjust this one to get some different ideas here, but there's another 10. So we're at 40 quality and basic musicianship. That's not so bad. There it is. 300 points for those who participated in the writing because it was the triple day. So there you have it. Let's see about going to a show tonight and doing one more round of this. Where might we want to go? Well, we could stand some reputation at a few of these spots, and we could also see about picking up a show. Let's try Chris's. So we're going to go to Chris's. And I'm passing doing a job today. We're going to want to visit the bartender to see if we can maybe schedule a gig. We have a headlining slot in a week. We don't have 12 songs yet, and we won't in a week. Nothing but headlining slots. However, they have a battle of the bands in a month. Let's take that slot. We will be competitive by then. I'm confident in that. May not win it, but we won't be getting like 6s and that. So there you go. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. So as you can see, depression, these are what people are expecting to be trends soon. Once you're more reputable in a place and you're more popular, you will see these above everybody's head. Right now, we're still just seeing the 1. And I believe depression is already up there. So what that means is it's probably going to stay around next month at the very least. Let's watch the show. Okay. New song ideas. Everybody had at least one. Angel had two. Spent some money. That's okay. Gained a little reputation with the shed.
It's a nice cool night. Perfect for cruising around with the windows down.
And going home. So let's do some song merging and write another song. So as you can see, all of a sudden the momentum builds, and you've got 10s and you're matching 10s now, and you end up with 15s, and it can go up 2 jumps. It's not terribly frequent when you're at this level, but it can happen. So you can go from, what would it be, 20? Yeah, you can go from 20 to 35 in one step. That's not going to happen for us right now, but that went from 6 to 15. It skipped right past 10. So we are seeing those double bumps there. Also, every once in a while, it doesn't cost the full points, and I haven't figured out what that is. But once in a while, when you have odd points, you'll end up with an even number of points remaining, and that really shouldn't happen because everything is multiplied by 2. And it gets a little weird. So there is some sort of bonus that happens where it doesn't spend all of the points. I haven't really noticed it. If I do, I'll call it out. And that's all our points. Also, I didn't have a whole lot of rhyme or reason to what I was aiming for there. I'm still in the mode of just trying to merge to get down to the fewest number of pieces that I can. It's not that I don't want to have pieces, but I just want to have everything merged so I'm at maximum quality on everything. Let's go ahead and try a spontaneity song. Let's see if we can find, and there's a couple of good riffs. Let's go with Topher's. It's fewer points there. And we more than likely will get something from Kiwi. Maybe not. In one of these other categories. Yeah, this is only going to top out at 46, so not awesome. Let's see if we kill that. There was a 15 here as well. Let's just see how different that would make our song. So now rhythm, we can get a 10, so we're already at 40. If melody can get more than a 6, and it can, we're at 50. Chad isn't participating in writing this song, but that's okay. Today is the start. That's a good fast song. I think we'll leave it at fast. Sometimes I do that too. Don't want to change the title as much. We'll leave it there. All right. That's a song written. That's the end of a week. So we just had the save, and it is a triple experience day. We will start the next episode. Oh, let's look at this real quick. Okay, so what this is those bands that we've been interacting with, one of them has a gig coming up, and they thought we might be interested in playing with them. So basically, they're helping us schedule a gig is what this is. There are 2 kinds of phone calls you get from bands. You'll get these, and you'll also get, hey, we're playing at this place tonight. Why don't you come see us? Those don't have the same impact as these because you're not scheduling something, but let's go ahead and do it. All right, so Friday, March 3rd, that's a week from today. It will be a 6-song set. It is at the Nice Love, and it is with these bands. And I think we go ahead and do it. Now, again, no pay on it. We need to start getting some paid gigs, but once we get to 9 songs, that becomes a little easier. And of course, once you're at 12, you can do all the headlining you want. So that will be helpful, okay? There you have it. I was wrapping things up just before that phone call came in. Totally forgot that might happen, but there it is. And let's continue right here next time. Thank you for your time, and fair travels.